September the 3rd, 2019. Guys, you're looking at the latest tracking information from Dorian. And what they're saying, we got maximum sustained winds at 110 miles per hour. It's moving northwest at 5 miles an hour, so it's picking up speed, and it may be getting ready for that turn. We're still not sure. So again, don't take your eyes off of the storm. The predicted path, if you notice here, it's a lot of the models haven't changed. Possible impact, of course, there's hurricane warnings up the entire Florida East Coast, and then you've got different warnings and hurricane warnings here and hurricane watches out. But notice how close it comes to North Carolina out at Nags Head on the Outer Banks there. So you guys up there, I know that a lot of people have been preparing for this, so keep your eyes on it. And it's strong enough. Notice a lot of times by the time these hurricanes will get up this far into the Atlantic, the cooler water will turn it into a tropical depression. And but look, 8 a.m. Sunday, you're still at a hurricane this far north. So the thing is still powerful, and you can't take your eyes off of it. Now notice on this particular Fox tracking map, it doesn't weaken below the point that it is now. It says a Cat 2 all the way up even off the North Carolina coast. So it just doesn't look like it's going to weaken. Again, you're 959 millibars, and a Cat 2, guys, can do a lot of damage. So please don't let your guard down in this. It's predicted to turn north, and that's should spare a lot of the Florida coast. But as it slows down, it's like a spinning top, guys. The outer winds will expand further out. It's not as tight because it's not spinning as fast. So those tropical storm watches and warnings and hurricane watches will extend just a little further in if it gets any weaker than this. So again, this is a 4 p.m. update. Guys, I'm on the road, and I'm on my laptop right now. We're down in the Gulf Coast side of Florida right now, near the Pensacola area. Had to come down and check on a couple things. And that's why I haven't done an update, and that's why I'm on the microphone on the laptop. But I'm going to put up a few images. We're getting a steady breeze here, guys, probably 15, 20 knots. Just depends on where you're at. If you're away from the trees, then you can definitely tell it if you are down on the shore of the ocean. It's feeling it, so we're across the peninsula from the East Coast, but you can definitely tell a difference in the breeze here. It's clear skies, no rain, but the breeze is coming dead out of the east, and that's the way Dorian has changed all the weather in this area. And if you notice, all the models now are getting really tight together. You just got one that or two that pull a little further out into the Atlantic. But as before, you have many crossing right in this area of North Carolina and skirting around Nags Head. The purple one is the Navy model, and it shows it coming ashore a little further. So you guys in Raleigh, be aware of that. Remember the floods that we've had there in the last few years from these storms. And guys, this is the latest satellite images over the Gulf area. Notice you got a tropical storm here that's moving into the Texas and Mexico border, so keep your eyes on that tropical storm. We'll do a longer update on that as soon as I can, guys. But right now we're focusing on Dorian, and what you're seeing is, because it has slowed, you see how it's expanding out, and you've got this breeze that's coming across Florida. It's getting very close to the shore. It depends on that track. You've got a few that come in closer, some that's a little further out, but a lot of people now are expecting it to go up the coast. Let's look at it in the infrared. And here I want you to notice something. You've got the heaviest part of the storm in the red, and you can see how it's recycling. You can see the center. But if this would be the damaging area of the storm, this high wind and rain. Now, you're going to have the winds, but you're going to have the storms in here. So it's reforming. You notice how close it's coming to the shore, guys. Just in the air, we've always been watching. But it's set over the Grand Bahamas right here for almost 2 days. And I'm hearing of a loss of life, maybe 13,000 homes destroyed. But guys, that's what we're dealing with. And so all along the East Coast, of course, you know the drill. Your rip currents, your winds, high tide, things like that, you're going to have to watch it. And right along the coast, you could have tornadoes, water spouts, and you could have limbs down and power outages. So I hope you're prepared. I want to keep this short so it will upload fast, guys, to get them on the road. This is a heads up. Be safe.